The Section 31 movie has wrapped. Filming has finished. But what do we know about the film? Welcome to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. So some of this is rumour, some of this is assumption, some of this is 2 and 2 plus 4, but we do know a few things about the Section 31 movie. Obviously, we know a little bit about Section 31. It's this secret, clandestine spy organisation within the Federation. They're basically the people that get the stuff that the Federation don't really want to dirty their hands with done. So if you've got someone and you want them killed or, betrayed or whatever, Section 31, if you can find them, are the people to help. And, we've seen them a few times throughout Star Trek, particularly Deep Space Nine, and I don't think, did we ever see them in Voyager? We're about to see them in the next series of Lower Decks, which should be cool. I'm wondering if they're going to tie that into the Section 31 movie. I'd be amazed if they didn't. But anyway, we're going to see Empress Georgio return. Pretty much the only character I could stand from Discovery. I actually love Empress Georgio's character. Michelle Yeoh is one of the greatest actors. I just love her to death. Particularly Empress Georgio. She's just fantastic. The episodes that she was in, I could watch of Discovery. I really struggled with everything else. But the film is wrapped. Robert Kazinski, who's actually a British actor who used to be in EastEnders over here in the UK. I loved him in EastEnders. He was brilliant. That was back in the day when I used to watch EastEnders. I haven't watched it in years. But he also appeared in Pacific Rim. He had a good, okay character in that, an Australian. And he actually did get a series in the US called Second Chance, but it got cancelled after the first season. But he was actually great in it. It was a really good series. I was gutted it got cancelled, but never mind. Well, he on his Instagram has announced that yes, filming has completed. And in a little photo that he did, we actually see the Star Trek emblem, the badge. And it is been confirmed that is the badge that was used towards or during the same time period as the first 2 seasons of Discovery and basically Strange New Worlds. So we can be pretty confident that actually Section 31 movie is set in that time frame. Now, that actually does make sense because Georgio was pulled out of her universe and time, like we say. So it would make sense that if you're returning to the time frame that she normally should have existed, and that would stop her body from breaking down and would save her life. So it seems that is the time frame that the series is being, or this movie, is being set. It's a time frame where the Romulans are a bit of a mystery. The Klingons is, there's an uneasy piece there as well. We've just had a conflict with them, basically. So it is an interesting time frame within the Federation's history to have a spy sort of movie. Now, what do we know about the movie? What's been rumoured? What have I been told about it? Well, I was told pretty early on, actually, that the initial plan was for this to be a series. It was supposed to happen a year or two ago, if I'm honest. But, Star Trek, Paramount, they don't do anything quickly. But then Michelle Yeoh won an Oscar. Rightfully so. She was brilliant in that as well. And became very busy. She's very busy within the Marvel Universe as well, and she's going to be in the new Avatar movies, which again is going to take up a lot of her time. Now, Paramount did offer to let her out of the contract for Section 31, but they negotiated. The first set of negotiations was actually this was going to be a mini-series. It was going to be 4 or 5 episodes. I'm actually told that right up until the movie was announced, literally weeks before the movie was announced, this was still going to be the mini-series. I've heard other rumours and people talking about how this was agreed a year before. It's not true. And actually, Michelle Yeoh has pretty much confirmed that since when she admitted that, yes, Paramount offered to let me out of this contract, but I wanted to do it. I love this character and I desperately wanted to basically say thank you to Star Trek. So with that announcement, we basically found out that, it was not true that this was all agreed a year before, like some sources have suggested. So literally weeks before the movie was announced, this was going to be a mini-series. I'm being told it was pretty much the same storyline, though, as the movie. It was just going to be stretched out a little bit more. So it would have been 5, maybe 6 hours of television instead of the 2 hours we're going to get as the movie. So they had a plan for a series, 10 episodes, which was slimmed down to a mini series. I'm told 4 to 6 hours, something like that. And then that was slimmed down again to a movie. I am actually being told that this movie might actually influence elements of the 4th series or 3rd series of Strange New Worlds. So watch out for that. But I'm not 100% certain on that, so don't quote me. But that would be interesting if it did. So, what else do we know about production? Well, filming is done. It's in post-production now. I'm being told that this movie will be on our screens by the end of this year or very early next year. So that would be very cool. I'm keeping my Paramount subscription just for that, baby. Or I'll cancel it and bring it back when Yellowstone starts and then keep it until the movie comes out. But a post-production of 8 to 9 months is reasonable. Remembering that this is basically now just a long episode. And that is really, I'm being told again, how this has been approached. Do not expect cinema quality. This is going to be like a 2-hour episode of Strange New Worlds or Discovery. And I'm not too concerned about that because the production value of Discovery and Strange New Worlds is excellent. The CGI is excellent. The stunts, the visual effects and physical effects are both excellent. They are really cinematic in their style. They extend that to a 2-hour episode is really what we're getting. And I really don't think that there's going to be much difference between this and a cinematic movie. It's the production value currently for Star Trek is that good. And remembering they're saving money with lots of these things because they're going to be using a lot of the technology that they use when producing Discovery and Strange New Worlds in this movie. So actually, the production cost of this film is reasonable, which is another reason why they can afford to do this and then put it on Paramount Plus. Something else I'm being told about this movie is that basically there was quite a lot of how do I put this? It was challenging on set at times. Michelle Yeoh couldn't be there for long stretches of the movie, so she was off doing other projects. So what they had to do was basically film it without her, and then use a double. So none of those doubles are going to be, when you see her face, but a lot of the time in the movie, when you actually see the back of Michelle Yeoh's head, it's not Michelle Yeoh. So the other actors will do their bit in the scene, and then at a different time, Michelle Yeoh came in and acted her bits. Now that made production challenging. The director, I'm being told, did a pretty good job. This is a director that's done episodes of Discovery, etc. as well. So they are a really decent Trek. They know Trek. But I am being told that writers and producers on set at times banged heads a little bit. How that will, translate into the movie later, I don't really know. Part of the problem was because Michelle Yeoh wasn't there for a lot of the time, but I'm also told there was some arguments over the script. Again, we'll have to see what happens, how that translates into the movie, but I can kind of understand that would be an issue when you've gone from 10 hours to 4 hours to 2 hours, that maybe the script has become overly focused, let's put it that way. And maybe the story that they were hoping to tell in the first place hasn't been told. Saying all that, though, I think this is going to be a great film, so don't stress it too much. So, filming is done. We're going to get it within about a year. 9 months, I'm told. And it should be quite interesting. We're going to see Empress Georgio one more time, even though I am told, actually, Michelle Yeoh would come back and do a second one if they asked. So, this might not be the last time we see her. But for now, it is. And I can't wait. But guys, get into the comments. Tell me what you think. Is Section 31 a movie you're interested in? Was Empress Georgio a character you loved as much as I did? And to be honest, just because of Empress Georgio and Michelle Yeoh, is this a project worth seeing? To be honest, even if it wasn't a very good film, her character will be amazing in it, and it will make it worth watching. But do you agree? get into the comments. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, with that bell notification. It really helps out. You'll never miss any of our new videos. Also, you can go to patreon.com/SciTrek, where most of our videos do premiere first. As always, please stay safe, live long and prosper, and I'll see you later.